How to flip a house with no experience. Every expert was once a beginner. No experience? Good. You don't have bad habits yet. You don't need years of experience in real estate to flip. You need a system. In this video, I'll show you how to successfully flip a house even if you've never been in real estate before. By the end of this video, you'll discover how to start flipping without experience and still look like a pro to lenders and contractors. You ever hear the saying there's plenty of experienced unemployed people out there? Well, the same is true with house flippers. I would take somebody that is green with no experience and strong desire over someone that has experience with no real motivation or drive. When you have the right motivation and drive, you'll figure out the how to do this because you have a drive to do that. Because what we do in real estate investing is not easy, but it's worth it. One of the key things I would tell you if you don't have any experience is this. You're gonna have fear. You're gonna have something I call the confidence gap. The confidence gap is when you just don't know the next step to take, so you freeze in the confidence gap. You're gonna have a lot of those if you're brand new. The one thing I can get you to do that will be a game changer for you is to focus on your why. I think you're probably saying, Glenn, you're crazy. Well, 1,200 flips later, a multimillionaire, built several multi-million-dollar businesses. You can call me crazy if you want. But I do know something. If your motivation is correct and strong enough, you'll do whatever it takes to figure it out. So start asking yourself a question. Why did I type that in the first place? Why do I really want to be here? Why do I really want to flip a house? Because it's not for the money. It's what the money can do for you. So start thinking about what the money can do for you, and I encourage you to write it down. If you do that, you'll start to develop a strong reason why you're doing it. And that reason will push you to figure out how to get this done, how to be efficient. And the more you want it, the faster you want it, the faster you'll work towards your goal to get there. It's a very strong foundation for you as a business owner and as a real estate investor because not every day is going to be easy. And if you know why you're doing it, you'll push through the tough times no matter what. My why is so I have a great life with my family. I can leave a legacy for them. And I can be home with my kids and go on great vacations, create great experiences, and never have to worry if my kids come and they need some special schooling, or maybe one of my kids winds up being an amazing athlete and I need to hire a high-level coach, and I don't want to go to them and say, well, I can't afford that because your dad's not willing to work. I'm not doing that. I have a strong reason why inside that drives me every day to get up and do what I do. So I encourage you as we start, that's your number one goal, is to figure out why you're doing it. I know that sounds a little crazy to you, but I have a lot of experience and I have a lot of proof behind me to show that that is the best way to start. Once you know why, let's start diving into the how. I want you to leverage other people's knowledge and experience. A lot of people that are successful want to help you when you're new. You just ask. I think one of the biggest problems is that new people don't want to ask. Or you might ask somebody who's experienced, might be a jerk. Most of us who have experience are not jerks. Most of us understand that we have a lot of empathy to where you started, because remember, every expert was once a beginner. You have to be a beginner to start something. Well, we all were beginners. I wasn't born this way. I was a beginner at one point and more than happy to help you. So you want to leverage other people's experience and knowledge. Who do you want to do that with? How about contractors? How about real estate agents? How about lawyers? How about other investors? Be careful with the other investors thing. A lot of people say, well, I'm going to have so-and-so help me. They're a good, big investor in my neighborhood. I've always been big at helping people in my neighborhood. I've been very odd in doing that. People, over the years, my private lenders would get very mad at me and say, don't, you're just creating competition. And I would say, the competition is going to be there anyway. They're just going to find the information from somebody else, whether they came to me. But I would be careful getting localized knowledge, because deep down, even though they really want to help you be successful, they really don't want to create their own competition. So they probably aren't telling you all of their secrets. There's probably some things they do that are very different and unique to them that they've figured out. And if it's really bringing specialized deals off market, or really they found money that was cheap, they're not going to be big on telling you that. You know how I know that? People ask me sometimes, as much as I want to help people, they'll say, so what contractors do you use? And I used to be like, yeah, so I'm not sharing my contractor's name with you. Because I don't want to share, it's so hard to find a good contractor that once you have one, I'm like, I'm not sharing that name with you. They're so hard to get. As much as I love you and want to help you, not going to happen. So find somebody on the outside that you can lean on that maybe isn't invested in your market. Now, when you are working with a real estate agent, lean on their information. Ask a lot of questions. What's a good market? What are you finding? What are the average ARVs? Take them out to lunch. Spend some time with them, right? Just the best way you can do it too is don't just call up and say, hey, can I take you out to lunch? We don't want to hear that. Like, you couldn't afford my hourly rate just to take me out to lunch to pick my brain, right? But what you could do is find things I'm interested in, or find someone that you want to be a mentor to you, find something they're interested in. So let's say that, I don't know, the person you're talking to is big into cats. They love cats for some reason. They go to cat shows, they love cats, that's their thing. Find something online that's really cool about cats, it looks unique, that they've never seen before, and say, hey, I was just thinking about you, saw this. Create some relationship with them by finding what they're interested in. And then you can glean some knowledge with them about real estate once you create a friendship and show how much you care. Now when it comes to contractors, just becoming friends with contractors and asking questions when you're walking through an estimate of your properties or just having some conversations, you'll learn about what things cost. Start asking questions like, what's it cost for an average roof around here? What's it cost to have this done? What's it cost to have that done? Just get some ideas, right? Glean knowledge off of other people. Lean on their experience. If you can afford it, get a good mentor if you have zero experience, because they can get you in the right direction without having any bad habits. Hey, check us out. I mean, subscribe to our channel, look at all what we have. If you like what we have here, come to one of our live trainings and see if we might be a mentor for you. We're really big on helping new people get started, so I'd love to help you. You know, I practice what I preach. I have coaches in my life. I have high-level coaches that help me with my head, because I'm always still trying to get better. I have coaches that help me with my health and my wellness. And I even hire top-level coaches for my leaders in my companies so that they can be better, because I can't always be the best coach for them. So I do practice what I preach, and I believe in coaching. And the better you get, the more successful you get, the more you invest in yourself, the better you'll get, the more you're successful, the more you'll invest in yourself, and it's an awesome cycle going this way, not spiraling out of control like most people are. When you start, stick to Cosmetic at first. Cosmetic flips are going to be your simplest. They're the HGTV specials you see online. Don't get wrapped up in full renovations or massive fire repair jobs or massive pet hoarder houses. Don't get involved in things that are way out of your pay grade right now. Just stick with cosmetic paint, new cabinets, new flooring, and make the house look pretty and sell it. Make a good solid profit and move on. You'll learn so much by doing that first flip. It may not be as much as other flips, but you'll learn so much. If you can get paid to learn, hey, that's a great way to learn. Don't overcomplicate this. Make no mistake, you make your money as a real estate investor when you buy. And if you buy cheap enough, that gives you plenty of room to make enough mistakes so that even if you don't make as much as you wanted to, you still should make a significant profit, enough that you say, wow, this is worth it. I want to come back and do it again. And if I don't make those mistakes this time, maybe I'll make more next time. And I will tell you to expect to make mistakes on your first few flips. Don't expect perfection. You're not going to have it. Hey, I don't have perfection. After 1,200 flips, we still have problems that happen on a regular basis. So don't expect it of yourself. When you started to ride a bike, what'd you do? You fell a lot, didn't you? Until your mom or dad kind of shoved you one day and you're just like, I'm riding. So it takes time to get there so you're riding, but give yourself that permission when you first start. You're going to make mistakes. But again, buying deep enough makes it so that when you do fall down, you'll get right back up because there's still a lot of profit to catch there. You want to build credibility with people around you because people start watching you the minute you start wanting to be a real estate investor. Build credibility by having a clear plan and develop your buy box. We have a lot of trainings on our channel about the buy box. I'm a big believer in that. Figure out the exact property that you want to buy and focus on buying that and getting really good at that one kind of property. If you do that, you'll be able to secure funding that much easier, and you'll start talking like a pro a lot faster because you're focused on one small area of real estate investing with one certain type of house. That's who you are for now. You can always change it later, but for now, get really good at one area. You'll attract the right vendors, you'll attract the right money, you'll attract the right agents, and you'll attract the right deals. Learn faster by doing, not just by reading, not just by watching. Much as I appreciate you watching my video right now, nothing will take the place of going out there and doing it and learning as you go. If you can do it with a mentor, better yet. If you have to go alone, go alone. But for goodness sake, take action. Action's the only way you're truly going to learn this. But taking action with a mentor just helps you avoid those landmines. If you have no experience, clarity will become your biggest advantage. Go check out my next training, the crucial step new investors always miss, so you can go out and learn how to build the exact buy box and get the right funding you need to look like a professional every single time. The link is right here in the description below. Go check it out now.